that big overtime win you just had. How you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm awake. We definitely had to get a little sweaty today.
Yeah, squeak that one out. So in this set, we have Blast Camp taking on Colorado Blitz and Sacramento DMG, who got relegated from Pro, taking on Greenville Growl. So on your screen right now, we have Colorado Blitz taking on Blast Camp. Oh, good job. Good job by Blast Camp getting that kill out of the tower right away. So taking it to a 5-on-4 in favor of Blast Camp. So again, Blast Camp, big story here, bringing in 2 pros from the Pro Division, Rob Velez and Zach Hogue coming home. And, Colorado Blitz looking really good actually this morning so far. So let's see how they compete against a little bit of a rematch from Philly when they when they faced them.
4-on-4. John Ecker getting dinked out of the Dorito side can.
So moving up the middle, I believe is Rob Velez next to Soap on the Snake side.
How did Blast Camp do this morning?
Dominant. Yeah, Mercy Rule win. Looked real good.
As expected.
Yeah, they look like Blast Camp.
Yep, they want that pro spot.
Yeah. So with that, though, Blitz holding it down, making a big move out to the outside. I don't think Soap picked him up on the move.
Blitz are still back line. They have the Dorito wedge on the cross. But it seems like Blast Camp has the advantage here on the 40-yard lines on the Snake side.
Yeah, and look for Soap and Velez. They've been doing a really good job playing off each other, especially on this Snake side. But they allow Blitz to get into the Dorito 1.
It's a hard bunker or bump to stop is leaving that corner into that next Dorito, and then you can pretty much get to the 400 Dorito almost free and surprise some people.
So Soap looking across the screen there, like I said, crossed up with new pickup Rob Velez, pro player from Revo, also several other organizations. White making the move out from the back center for Colorado Blitz.
Where did La Papa go? Is he still in the home?
La Papa does a good job of getting lost.
Yeah.
CJ Chamber there in the background, so you can see the 50-yard line shot here on your screen. We still have Blast Camp making a move. Soap making his way into the 50-yard line. Snake, look for him to try to wrap the outside. I don't think Colorado Blitz realizes that they've dropped the entire Snake side with the exception of the Aztec player.
Nathan just made a move into that little Dorito out of the corner as well for Blast Camp.
Great fills here. So Colorado Blitz really stacking up that Dorito side now.
Yeah.
They got to be careful. They have 3 players in a row, though, so Soap could very easily get some quick kills.
It's tough to come around this 50 Snake knuckle because there's not too much information that is able to be seen in this area as well.
So is Soap blocked out right now if he got on his belly and crawled all the way through that?
Oh, another kill for Blast Camp.
Good job at Blast Camp getting the crossfield shot. I believe it was Nathan that actually got it coast to coast.
Down the wire?
Yep.
Cool. So 4-on-3 for Blast Camp.
So
Soap's pulling a gun. Rob Velez with a tactical retreat.
So White over there, number 18 for Colorado Blitz, trying to make something happen. He's got a player right next to him in the wing on the Dorito side, but he's stuck right now.
Oh.
Move out of
CJ Chamber.
Yep.
Hell of a kill.
Oh, nice job.
3-on-3.
CJ able to take out Soap.
CJ is an absolute baller for Blitz.
Old school Boom Pro player.
I was wondering. I was like, this guy looks like he's done this a few times.
Yeah, he played with Boom for a while. So now Chamber making the way over.
Nathan with the retreat all the way back to Snake side.
There we go. Trying to stop the bleeding over here and help out Rob Velez. But I believe they have La Papa. It's either La Papa or Barron over there in the.
Looks a little tall for Barron. I think that's La Papa.
La Papa over on the Dorito side and Dorito 2. Nathan making a great move. This is the dynamic play of Nathan over the last couple of years. Now making the move all the way across. Yeah, there's Barron. That's Barron and La Papa. So I wonder who that is.
Is that Hogue over there?
Hogue's usually on the Snake side. I wouldn't be surprised.
They mix it up. They have a great coach. Yeah, I think that's Hogue over there. He plays very.
So Hogue playing on the Dorito side instead of the Snake side like he traditionally plays. So good job. Good coaching call there, too. As Colorado Blitz makes the break, so Chamber gets out to the corner. Wasn't able to get him in the foot. We've seen a lot of foot shots.
And he gets him on the foot.
Wow.
Or in the hip.
In the hip, I believe he got him. I believe he died cross field.
Oh, another kill. 2-on-2.
So 2-on-2 as Chamber has really brought this one back from the brink. So good job. Let's see if
Velez is lost. I don't think they know where Velez is.
Nope, and I think they're working on Hogue right now.
The Dorito wedge just picked up Velez.
So Velez talking to Hogue, letting him know where everybody's at. This is a very tense 2-on-2 right now. Now, on the bottom of your screen, we don't see a clock running because the clock is currently not working.
Oh, Chamber not behind a bunker.
Chamber
Zach
just
picked him off.
Yeah, did not pick up Zach's movement, so great job there, taking it to a 2-on-1. So Blast Camp already reaping the benefits of bringing in the 2 pros. As let's see if we can, Hogue and Velez can close this one out.
There it is.
Great job there. So Sheehan trying to stave off
the pros
being pros. But the pros are being pros out here, so good job. It's so cool, though, too, because I've said this several times already this weekend, but we have the most active pro players in semi-pro we've ever had.
I wonder, was that hard information to find?
It was. I had to comb through years of data. So then, and then we've had the most semi-pros move up to pro as well. So a bunch of guys with ML Kings getting picked up for semi-pro. We had some semi-pros for NRG. And just kind of sprinkled in semi-pros everywhere. So it's just we're starting to see the competition level between pro and semi-pro get the closest it's ever been.
It's a healthy mix. I mean, usually what happens is some guys can't commit to the amount of practice time that the pros, need to be on that top level, and usually they can find a way to get a free ride on a semi-pro team and just bring their experience.
Yeah, absolutely. You yourself guested last year on the ML Kings and played pro.
Yeah, I took a little trip out to Cali.
Yeah, a little trip. So, all right, on your screen now we have Sacramento DMG getting relegated, coming down, trying to win their spot back, facing the newly formed team,
Greenville
Growl, who's a lot of CEP players.
I was wondering where they were.
They also picked up Dearman, old school Philly Americans player, coming back. So making the move in right now. Greenville had a little bit of a rough morning. I think they dropped their first match, so they need to pick this one up
by Leverage.
Yeah,
after Leverage gave us a nice tough morning wake up call.
Yep, they need to. Out of 26 teams, 12 of them are brand new, so making semi-pro as competitive as it's ever been.
First kill coming off the Dorito can for DMG.
Yep, Greenville loses their first body. So 5-on-4 right now. Oh, and Greenville drops another one. So
5-on-3.
5-on-3. So DMG bringing in a lot of divisional program guys, and Will Gerber sticking around the camp after a lot of them got picked up. But
big move here.
Wow, he's just blowing everybody.
He's still going. He got at least 3.
He got 3 on that one for sure. He got Gerber, he got the back guy, and he got the snake guy. So great move. Who was that?
Callahan,
number 13 from Growl, just putting it on DMG. If I'm Gerber right now, I'm mad that they dropped that coverage. All 3 of them looking the same direction. That's a big no-no.
Sometimes when the chaos gets going, the best thing to do is go forward and create more.
DMG has a little run through their own on the Dorito side.
Oh, only one guy left. Oh, no. 2.
Wow, good job. So DMG, not to be outdone, player for DMG ran all the way down the Dorito side.
It was a 2-on-2.
So good job there.
Greenville brought it back, and
yeah,
I don't think anyone knew what was going on after that.
No, I think everyone got lost in the mix. Everyone just seen the bomb go off over here, and everyone started going off. So tell me a little bit about the weekend so far. How do you all feel about the layout?
The layout is it's creative, and then they just added this new knuckle in the 50 snake area that's allows for a little more sneaky moves actually over there, because that knuckle they've added blocks the gap now that they were trying to prevent some injuries for, but it actually allows the brick to play from a low angle now when he's wrapping, not just playing from the typical brick high wrap.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people so far that said it does change the game just enough to be impactful, right? Sometimes they add a little pin or add something here and there just to help, and it doesn't really change it all that much. Maybe gives you a little bit of a different angle, but this cake seems to change things quite a bit.
think it takes away a bounce shot or two out of there.
Yeah, and we've seen a ton of people practicing bounce shots. Now, if you're not familiar, if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Vince. Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Hosky. We have some amazing action going on this Lone Wolf Premier field for the NXL Live. And what Hosky is talking about, you're going to hear a couple different terms used. A bounce shot is when a player shoots an inflated bunker and tries to bounce a paintball into another position. So that's commonly referred to as a bounce shot, and they work. They work all day, every day.
They keep you honest when you're trying to play a certain side. Yeah, the ricochet is the – I think that started happening back in the late 2000s, and then it hasn't gone away since.
Yeah, it's worked out well. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, this set we have here is Blast Camp versus Colorado Blitz. Both teams have a win. And then Sacramento DMG versus Greenville Growl. So that's this set right now, and then we'll move into WNXL for the rest of the afternoon.
We got the clock working now.
All right, looks like the clock is up and going. So, as you can see on your screen, Blast Camp up by 1 against Colorado Blitz. So, nice breakout there. Standard, we've seen so far. Soap looks like
John Eckert taking a bounce on his way up to the burrito wedge.
And it looks like La Papa's back behind Soap there. So,
yeah, they took a Hogue out.
Looks like they got Carrera over there on the on the snake side there for Blitz. Blitz trying to make a big move right now into the 50-yard line. As you can see, Blast Camp all gunned up right now, trying to prevent any big movement on the snake side.
So Soaps in the the snake side tower, and he's shooting a blind back at the Dorito can. Those two bunkers have been shooting at each other all day. There's a pin that blocks the vision, but it's a nice shot that goes right over the pin and can sneak in if you're not playing tight.
Absolutely, and right now, still 5 bodies left alive for both teams, so good 5-on-5 breakouts as Carrera gets into this snake. Now, Carrera's been one of those dangerous snake players, along with yourself as well in semi-pro, so let's see what he can do some damage. But the last thing you want to do is get in a snap battle with Soap.
No. Carrera is very creative and definitely can change a game in about 5 seconds.
Gotta watch that knee, though.
Soap can drop it in right now.
Yeah, if he stood up just a little bit more, there's a drop shot right into that. But he wants to make the move in, so he's going to make the move into the snake insert bunker here. A lot of people call it the God. And they're trying to hit that bounce shot. You can see pump and paint through the center there.
So that knuckle just protected him from making that move now, the new bunker.
Now, looks like Rob Velez backs up. I believe that's Rob Velez. And now they're just hammering the 50-yard line bunker. In a situation like this, with so many guns turned towards you, this is where
opening up moves for other guys.
Yeah, you need to, if you're on the Dorito side, you need to start working down because Carrera's doing a phenomenal job picking up all of this pressure right here. And he does not get too antsy, though. Just take a deep breath, go to sleep a little bit, draw the guns. Let them waste that on you. As a ref's going to go in and check a player in the back. He's clean.
Yep, still 5-on-5.
So, and Carrera has some backup, too. I believe it's White right next to him as well. So, definitely has some help. They definitely have the ball here, better field position. Just try not to squander it by losing a gun battle. Eckerd, Velez, looks like
La
Papa, Soap, and
Jackson Frey.
And Jackson Frey out there.
The old anchor.
Jackson Frey, he came in here, did some commentating with me, too, earlier.
Oh.
So, La Papa's going to get checked. Might have gotten bounced.
Oh, Eckerd getting dinged out.
Eckerd losing the gun battle there, unfortunately. But a lot of this paint is bouncing real bad. So if you're listening to this and you're at the event, you need to take care of your paint. Have a cooler. I mean, we've seen a ton of bounces out here. You need to be checking your skids.
It is hot.
And it's getting toasty. And out there on the field, it's a little hotter. We're very fortunate we're in the shade right now.
Jackson making a move to the 500 Dorito, getting a kill on the snake side brick.
White not happy about the dropped coverage there, so he's shaking his head going off as Jackson Frey makes that big move.
He's going to the wrong pit. He better, wake up. Yeah. 4-on-4. Let's see what Soap can do here. He might have the ball. But they are up a point, so I don't see Blast Camp throwing away any more bodies.
No, they're definitely in a position right now where they like to sit and control.
Carrera battling.
And Carrera has to be careful, too, because now not only does he have Soap over there, he has La Papa and Velez looking at him.
Jackson's still alive in that 500. Dorito, the 50 Dorito.
So so Carrera wasn't saying anything because he was trying to be sneaky, but now that they know he's there, now he's talking.
Once they shoot a whole hopper at your bunker, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he caught a hot one and tried to hide it. Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out.
The head ref is right there.
Yeah.
He's usually the best ref.
So good job there by the refereeing staff to catch that one.
Wow.
All right, so
3 on. Yeah.
Blitz is going to go ahead and towel that one.
4:42 left in that game.
Yeah, this is where we're getting down to time now, where we're under 5 minutes. Uh-oh, so it looks like there's a little...
They might have, I don't know. I think the towel might have been the best call there, actually, though.
Yeah, but they're saying they didn't towel it. So on the sidelines here, the coach is running over saying, hey, we did not towel that.
But it was a 3-on-4 for Blitz. And
last game up by 1, draining the clock.
Now they're down 2 with, 4.5 minutes left, which is a lot better than being down 2 with 1 minute left.
Yeah, but see, but in that situation, what do you do? Because they're saying they didn't throw the towel, so that game should have kept going. Inadvertent horn? I mean...
Unless someone snuck around here and did it, but there's no way.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know how that's even possible, to be honest.
It might be a blessing in disguise, though.
What's that?
It might be a blessing in disguise.
Might end up being a blessing in disguise, but they're trying to work it out right now, figure out what just happened.
Blast Camp definitely had the real estate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And with Velez, good Lord. Velez as the stopgap there in the middle, he could literally defend both sides.
And then Jackson was in the 500.
Yeah, and he was already going down the field. So
Blitz.
Not feeling great right now.
I remember, what was that? Chicago.
Yeah, there was some things that they weren't real happy about last season, but again, this is a situation where your destiny's in your own hands, right? So there's a couple moves you could have made different, things that could have happened, and you could be preventing this right now. So regardless of,
I'd rather be down 2 with 4.5 minutes left than down 2 with anything less.
So they're working out right now. It sounds like they're going to put Blitz and Blast Camp back on the field.
Do you remember what bunkers they were in?
I don't, but I think what they're going to do is they're just going to start them off the break 4-on-3. So
okay, that's pretty interesting. But
yeah, I mean,
let's adapt.
Yeah, let's adapt because I don't think I don't personally remember where everyone was except for like Velez. I knew Velez and
Jackson
Soap
was in 500.
Yep.
Soap was in the juice box.
Velez was in the little cowboy.
And then La Papa was in the snake tower.
Okay.
And then Blitz, I think, was kind of back line.
Yeah,
they might have had that wedge, insert wedge,
because they had just dinked out Carrera.
Yeah.
So,
and they lost the Dorito player.
So what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up, looks like, replaying that point.
But are they doing it from the same time?
No, I believe it's going to be from the start box. But they're going to continue the time. So 4:42 is on the clock.
Okay, 4:42.
And I believe it's going to end up being a 4-on-3 from the start box.
Every tournament, you see something new, and that's why you keep coming.
Yep, and that's another thing, too. It's a situation where, we've talked about this before. Electronics sometimes don't like to work, especially the humidity.
Wind.
And wind playing a factor a little bit. But then also, too, we've already had it a couple times where some paint has bounced off the net and actually hit the buzzer. And you get an inadvertent horn.
If I could figure out how to do that, we'd win every point.
Yeah, that's the buzzer goes off and everyone just says, keep playing. So I think, that's just like a sheer luck of the draw. Some of the paint bouncing.
We have a really good staff out here. They'll get it right.
Yeah.
And we got the cameras going. So
yeah, our refereeing staff has been absolutely amazing out here so far. So good job by them.
And then the head ref, Darren, I believe, right? Or Ultimate.
Darren. Yep, returning from World Cup. So we have good staff here. But kind of going through some previous games. We've had some interesting ones so far, so feel free to watch them back as well. We had earlier today one of the ones that really caught my eye was the loss that Crisis took to Chaos. 1 second left in the game, Crisis gets a penalty, major penalty, and swing point. Chaos wins it. We've also had, again, I will say this, Texas Cyclones lost both their games today, but those losses, they're a little closer than everyone thinks they are, right? You look at the scoreboard, you see a 5-0, you just think, oh, they just got mercied. A lot of those points were so close that unfortunately, it just turned into a situation where one more kill, they would have been, one more kill here or there, they would have been.
Yeah, the games have been tight on the HK Army field as well.
Yeah.
Padres are looking good.
So, for those of you that don't know out there, we have a second semi-pro field running.
26 teams.
Yeah, so there's another field running right now that's also playing on. The goal is to get at least 2 games for every semi-pro team out here. So when they're not playing here, they're playing at the HK field. So yeah, it looks like 8 teams looking pretty good. All-Stars against All-Stars. One match right now. So DMG won their first match this morning on the HK field. So this one right here against Growl.
That was an overtime win as well over Jesters. So
and
Jesters and us have had 2 overtime games today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Jesters have won both of their games. And then, just a good day of action. Again, also brought to you by all of our sponsors, GI Sports, Infamous Paintball, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Sup Air, Valken, Gel Blasters, Virtue, Planet Eclipse, HK Army, Hormesis, Dye, and DLX. All out here providing the best possible experience for all of you. If you're just now tuning in, please feel free to share this out to your friends and family. If you're at a local field right now, share it out to the local field. And we just appreciate all the love and support. Again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Hosky himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Florida man helping build up the scene there.
Yeah, man, we have a great thing going over here in Central Florida.
Yeah, and like I said, so what do you think about all the new teams in semi-pro coming out here, not just being pushed around?
Well, if they've played all off-season, they should be ready to at least compete. But there's always moments on the semi-pro field that discipline.
All right, so things get a little hot here, so we got to be careful. All right, so Ultimate just suspended the Colorado Blitz coach. So unfortunately, there's a bunch of chaos going on right now, everybody. We're still trying to figure it out. So, Colorado Blitz, I believe, just threw the towel.
And now we're back to square one.
We're back to square one.
Down 2.
Still down 2.
4.5 minutes left. Plenty of ball left. If I'm the Colorado Blitz coach, I'm getting my guys locked in, and let's go win. Yeah. Let's go win a 2-minute point.
Well, you can't. They just suspended the Colorado Blitz coach.
Well, now because he didn't see the vision. He didn't see the bigger picture. You got to set an example for your team. If your coach is supposed to be the most stoic,
yes,
you can't be expecting your team now to.
Yeah, this has gotten very interesting. So it looks like we've now burned 10 extra seconds off. So instead of being down by 2 with 4:42 left, they're now down by 2 with 4:32 left. So they might, depending on how the end of this game goes, they might want that 10 seconds back.
4:30 is plenty of time to come back.
Absolutely.
Plenty of time. So just get your heads right, Blitz. Get the pits organized and think of a good play. Make it happen.
So we got right now out here, we got Greenville Growl coming back out against DMG. So again, DMG, heartbreaking at the end of last season, the pro season, gets relegated by, I believe, 2 or 3 points to Latin Saints. And so now they're down here with a whole new rebuilt squad, as most of the DMG pro guys had gotten picked up by several different pro teams. Boyums ended up going to Ironman.
Lyle Wilkes with a little gun issue, but he's making it.
Yeah, he's making it.
You just got to touch that box before the buzzer.
So let's see how they can stack up. DMG getting a lot of their divisional guys back into the system, working hard with Will Gerber. kind of a bang-bang play. Growl made a big move to try to take that last point back, but unfortunately...
Kill one for DMG. No, sorry, kill one for Growl.
Yep, kill one for Growl. So DMG player takes a walk. Let's see what else they can do. As DMG pulled off that last point. Oh, unfortunately, they lose another player, so 5-on-3 right now in favor of Growl.
A lot of ball left in this one. 12.5 minutes.
Oh yeah, down by 12 minutes. Yeah, it's not even a conversation here. We're not even in the thick of it yet. So, situation like right now, right, with Will Gerber, he's the most experienced guy in the squad. They've rebuilt this whole team. I mean, I don't want to.
And then you commentator curse.
Oh, and then he gets commentator curse and gets taken out. So
2-on-5.
2-on-5.
Greenville Growl with the advantage. I don't know. They haven't made any progression off the kills, but safe is always best.
I think Growl is going to end up being one of those teams too that kind of locks things down. They have a couple of dynamic
Callahan
guys
here, looking for another big move, looking for another.
He's trying to get something. He wants another. He's got the taste now. He sends his blood in the water. He wants those big runs.
Got the cameras on. He's ready to make a name for himself.
That's right. Oh. As we say that, you commentator curse him and he gets his head pieced out. Oh, unfortunately. So you can thank Callahan. You can thank Hosky for that one. Oh, but DMG gets another kill. So now it's just 4-on-1.
Last guy in the home for DMG. Let's see if he can make it happen.
So Growl bringing this one back, trying to make something happen.
He makes Phil out all the way to the Dorito corner. Oh, he's looking to go.
Be the stopgap. Try to save this right now.
Yep. Kentucky left.
Yeah, there you go. He's looking at some bodies right now.
Maybe he got lost, and maybe they lost the kill count. That's all we can hope.
Yeah, because if they knew there was only one body left, they should be a little deeper in this middle trying to make something happen. But I think they're still trying to work it out. So the Snake player here, you can see making the move in. I think he's picking things up. So you can see there right there. He just moved right into the 50. Go back to the previous shot. He's trying to work in right now, trying to get the camera angles for all of you. Right now there's gun battling happening. I don't think the Snake player, he needs to get into the game a little bit. The Dorito side player for DMG is just gun battling the back center guy, or excuse me, the little Aztec in the back. Doesn't realize there's a Snake guy right there.
This is where kind of being a new team can be tough because you don't really know.
I think it's MJ over there in Doritos for Growl, trying to make something happen. But Growl gets up into the center 50-yard Snake. That tall bunker right there, trying to see if he can get the crossfield shot on him. As you can see, a player in the tower there for Growl. This is a closeout issue for me. If it's 4-on-1, 3-on-1, it's taking this much time to close.
And the thing is they're walking off. Their pits are on your side of the field. I mean, someone has to do the math.
Yeah, someone has to count. So I will say, good job.
There it is.
Oh, finally.
I still don't think they know.
I know, they're just like someone shot him in a blind shot. But yeah, this is a situation right now where they got to pay attention to how they're closing stuff out. Right? They gotta, if they know they're up bodies, apparently they've lost the count somewhere. I think the center player here is finally picking it up. He's making a move. He's looking around.
Here we go.
We're getting it. But again, like you said, this is like a new team thing. They're dynamic. Their chemistry isn't the same. They're trying as they could be. For established teams like yourself, obviously the Killers, but they're working it out.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here.
First
they're getting it. So,
and they got a great coach in Pat McKenna.
Yeah, Pat McKenna, just amazing coach out here for Growl, helping them out, coaching them.
He's been doing great things for the Carolina paintball scene for as long as I know.
Yeah, good job. Good job by Growl to close that one out, making it a tie game.
Let's see if Blitz gets some fire going here now that the
now that their coach has been suspended. Yeah, that's you can't lose. I mean, and I love the guys over at the Blitz. Don't get me wrong, but if you're the coach, you can't lose your composure like that. You could be mad. You can be as mad as you want, but a situation where you're cussing at the ultimates, and we have an ultimate who's not going to put up with that. So,
and Darren actually is very level-headed. So to get him riled up, you got to say something that's a little out of bounds. But here, maybe that was the fire they needed, and let's see if Blitz comes out with some grit.
Yeah, it could be the case where they're just like, you know what, we're going to show up for our coach and let his suspension not go in vain, right?
You definitely want your coach to fight for you. You know, so
which is good. It's a passion thing, right? I get that, but at the same time too, it's like we need a coach.
There's plenty of ball left. It's 4.5 minutes.
And he's lucky he just got suspended for the rest of the match. I mean, I don't know, for all of you that aren't very familiar, one of the things is you can get suspended from the event, like if it goes too heinous, right? So you just got to be careful. You get your player card pulled. There's a whole bunch of bad stuff that could happen.
Might get hit with a fine.
Yeah, so again, high stakes here at Semi-Pro. Everyone's fighting for a chance to win that pro spot, so I understand the passion, and it's great to see. But sometimes you just got to take a deep breath. All right, so here on the breakout, Scordo, Sheehan, Shamber. Good move here all the way up into the snake. Oh, but they catch him on the way out, so unfortunately Shamber's making it. So there was 2 off the break. So Blast Camp just chopping them up.
They lost Nathan, so 4-on-3, 4-on-2 for Blast Camp.
Yep.
And
only thing left is Rio's side.
They had 4.5 minutes left. I think they took too big of a bite.
Yeah. So right now, the problem that Blitz is going to have is going to be momentum. If they lose the momentum right now, if they, because of everything going on, that last situation, it could really hurt them. Blast Camp is a team that stays cool, calm, and collected. They don't really get too hype in the pits. So,
and speaking of toweling, I think they might need to towel it now. I mean, it's a 2-on-4. They're about to be down 3 with under 3 minutes left when they could have been down 3 with 3.5 minutes left.
Yep, and he's about to get shot in his foot.
Oh, yeah, so it's kill 4 for Blast Camp. I'd be using that towel button now if I were them.
I'd be throwing that towel right now.
There it is.
They just lost it, so there we go.
Still letting it go.
Still letting it run.
Still letting it go.
Yep, I'd be toweling it right now.
I guess they're just
going to let it run out.
I mean, you don't need the whole team should know better than to let this clock go.
Yeah, but where's their coach at?
I'm sure he's still watching somewhere.
He is, but he's the one that should be making that decision right now to towel it. He's the one that's not focused on playing where a lot of these guys are, so they're just going to let it run.
Unless they're doing a protest, which never works out.
Yep. This is a situation where now they're just going to sit on it. Blast Camp up by 3 now. Will be up by 3 when they hit the buzzer.
I mean, that's just I don't understand when you're just giving up.
Yeah. And
3 points in 3 minutes is very
doable.
That's very achievable.
Yeah.
Ask the Russians.
Yeah. How did they?
Well, not today, but back in Texas.
They scored an 8-second point.
Yeah.
Yep, it's doable. You just got to have the heart to do it. And right now, looking in the Blitz pits, their heads are down a little bit. They're kind of shaking their head, not looking very happy.
It's a long trip to kind of throw in the towel.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Especially, it's the first day. It's the second match.
Keep the margins tight, or just get the experience, get the reps.
I think maybe they're thinking that it's better to lose by 3 than it is to lose by 5.
No, play paintball.
Play paintball. Heard it here first from the man himself.
There's only so many reps you get in these tournaments.
I think Blitz is putting it together right now that no one's from the towel.
No way.
They're kind of looking at each other, looking at Blast Camp, looking back at themselves.
I don't even want to look over there.
Yeah.
Just.
I love the Blitz guys. A lot of confusion in this pit right now. They're like, wait, should we? Should we not?
It's too late at this point.
It's too late.
Just
yeah.
call it. I mean,
I would. You didn't. If you didn't hit the buzzer, if you didn't hit the towel 2 minutes ago, just let it run. That's not a way you want to see a match end. They need to get more composed in this situation.
They got a lot of guys on that roster. You would think they could find 5 guys that want to go back out there on that field and show some grit.
Some freaking grit there, Hosky. little Mike slip there. It is a little wild out here. We do have some semi-pro guys
That wasn't me. That was the coach.
That was the coach.
He's still yelling.
He's still yelling. Yeah. Always a little parental warning there. You're going to hear some stuff. Coaches are very passionate out here, so you're going to hear some stuff on the sidelines. But we do try to keep it pretty
PG.
Pretty PG. But there is a lot at stake here. I mean, again, this is a situation where Blitz is just going to let the time run out. And what Blast Camp's going to do is Blast Camp's just going to wait till under 10 seconds. Soap's going to use the time to
is learning some
check
new
angles.
shots. I would have done some one-on-ones.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
Yeah, get some reps in.
Get some reps in. So under 10 seconds here left to go in this match. Looks like Blast Camp is going to hit the buzzer, or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to.
They should hit it. Yeah, Jackson knows what he's doing.
Okay, wait till 1 second. There we go.
Oh, did he get it? Jackson didn't even get it in time. Oh my God.
They're saying base.
Jackson didn't get it.
So they're trying to figure that out now.
Oh goodness.
So this is where it's safe. It's better safe to hit it at 8 seconds than 2 seconds, right?
There's no difference.
Yeah,
they're not going to play the next point.
Yeah, so in that situation, Blast Camp may have just made an error where they.
Was that Blitz's plan the whole time?
What's that?
Was that Blitz's plan to
maybe they just
lull them to
Jedi mind trick actually going on? So we'll see. We'll see if Blast Camp got that score.
I wouldn't give it to him just for the sake of the whole match being
be a little bit wild. Now on our screen,
it said 2 seconds.
It said 2 seconds when he hit it, but then the clock went off. So we'll see what happened there. We'll see if it gives it to him or not. Trying to work it out right now. Again, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. Joined here by Hosky from the Killers, Florida team, always representing, doing well.
Defending the home turf.
Defending the home turf out here. So had 2 close matches. Overtime win against the Jesters. Overtime win against Leverage, right?
Had to welcome Leverage up to semi-pro.
Yeah. Leverage almost welcomed you back to semi-pro. Indeed. That was a close match.
Absolutely. We were down 2 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Yeah.
And we pulled it back.
Pulled it back. Completely doable. That's what people – I mean, I know you're very passionate about that, what Colorado Blitz just did, not wanting to get out there. And that's reasons like that why, right? You were able to pull it back in 2 minutes. Everyone's sitting on the fact that this field plays slow, play slow, play slow.
There's big bites
but
you can take.
Yeah, exactly. You can make those moves. You can cut that time. You can,
hit a couple shots off break.
Yep. Also, real quick, since we have the time, I do want to mention that Pro DNA and Lone Wolf Paintball are sponsoring the, essentially our version of the Golden Barrel Awards. So they donated 2 Golden Infamous or Pro DNA Silencio barrels. So one semi-pro player and one WNXL player will win those awards for this field specifically.
Who's in the lead?
So right now,
I had a few.
You had a good one. Right now, it's actually between a couple guys. There's one. I'm trying to think of his name. So Martin got a 3-pack.
Callahan
in overtime to save the day. Callahan is in there as well. But yeah, there's a couple guys in there that we're taking notes on the production booth to see. But yeah, golden. Our version of the Gold Barrel Award. Looks like no point was awarded on that. So Blaskin's going to win 2-0 as we get into Sacramento DMG taking on Greenville Growl. This is an interesting one because DMG had a big first point and then Growl was able to bring that one back. So we'll see what's going to happen here.
Minor on DMG.
So DMG gets a minor. We've been very fortunate. Haven't seen a ton of minors so far this morning except for Crew. So Crew, one of the new semi-pro teams, got 3 minors and a major in their match. And they lost.
Shocker. Yeah. So, we got a major on Seabass. He was on their side of the snake and didn't have his gun up. But lesson learned. No, we should have been protecting him a little better.
And he pulled up and shot the guy. Yeah, I remember that one.
We adapted.
So 7 minutes, 58 seconds left to go. Big moves here by Greenville Growl up into the middle.
Callahan, always in the mix.
Always in the mix. Callahan doing big things out here. So
Callahan gets a kill on the wrist of that can.
Great job by Callahan to get that shot. Now looking to make the move. Oh, but he's
little ambitious there.
Yeah, unfortunately, so Callahan's wanting to make the big moves. It's just his timing, right? Gerber,
and then
great
they
job.
lose another body on the Dorito side. So
Yeah.
Greenville Growl just needs to play a little more together. They have guys that are just trying to earn some playing time, it looks like.
Yeah, Gerber doing a phenomenal job here being the stopgap on the snake side. Saved his other player from getting bunkered. So, got to be careful, though. Gerber's really tight into that bunker right now, trying to block out. Now, he's going to go ahead and dip off to the side a little bit because there's a player that just moved back. So, good job by number 5 from Greenville Growl, getting Gerber in, now shooting over the top. Let's see if he can get the kill.
And then Lyle Wilkes over on the Dorito can, getting checked out.
So now he's popping up, trying to see.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
So
Is that your second commentator curse of the day?
No, I started it after the ref came in.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
I'm not taking the blame for that one.
So on your screen right now, number 5 here, 6 minutes, 36 left in the.
Marchese, he's dug in, but dealing with about 3 guns.
Yeah, he's trying to switch it up right now, trying to do the best he can.
I'm Greenville Growl's coach, Pat McKenna. I would towel it unless this guy makes an insane move.
Oh, but he just got.
He traded.
I don't know if I'd call that trade. I would call that a penalty.
Momentum.
So, well, good job there. I know Growl had to do something to try to make that happen. All right, so that is going to be a towel by Growl. So DMG is going to go up by 1.
And they are now in X-Ball, which, if you guys don't know, we play split deck during these tournaments to save time and daylight. And when one match finishes early, the next match on this other side of the split deck will now have a 2-minute break in between points. So they got to kind of clean up, re-strategize, and get back on the field pretty quick, which will test the athleticism and the training and conditioning of a lot of these players.
Absolutely. And the next part about this, too, is that 2 minutes, that can really throw people off. We have seen some people almost start down bodies just because once that 2 minutes starts rolling, if you're not paying attention, especially with it being hot, you need a chrono.
Talking about why you got shot, or
yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh no, we're an X ball, and then that's where having a good pit crew and a good staff really comes in handy because they can keep you honest and someone's watching the clock. I know at most of the major events, a lot of the teams are at the top. They have someone dedicated to looking at the clock and letting someone know 1 minute, whatever the case may be.
Or even having maybe a deep roster that you can have guys that you trust a new line ready to go.
Yep, absolutely. We've seen that with Tampa Bay Damage running 2 separate lines. That actually won them the Lone Star event.
Indeed.
So, again, shot another Florida team there. So
yeah, they're our sparring partners.
I've seen some great footage this offseason of you all practicing down there. So
it's a blessing to have them in our backyard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joey Blue, hell of a coach, and he definitely respects us and gives us really good looks.
It's awesome.
Took one of our players a couple years ago, but I respect anyone's ambition to go play pro paintball.
Absolutely. So looking here on the screen, Damage, Greenville, Growl. Damage, DMG. DMG looking good in their, semi-pro debut for Friday as they're going to dive all the way into...
Greenville Growl gets a kill on the Dorito side.
Yeah, he's going to dive into the insert bunker to the snake for DMG, so
and
looking
then,
good.
Look who it is at the 50 snake, brick, Mr. Callahan.
Just getting into the mix. Always getting up there in the action. So, didn't see the coverage across. Spencer's going to take a hot one in the side.
You either got to flash through that gap with intensity or you need to have some paint rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's better to trade out in that position than it is to get roasted.
The 5-on-3 advantage for Greenville Growl.
DMG losing another player. So they're losing, looks like Hitch. So, like you said, 5-on-3. Growl, much better field position right now. This game is very back and forth as well. So, if Growl can score this point, it'll be Gerber making the move out. It'll be, every point they're swapping here. So look for Gerber and his experience to try to help out, save this point. But Growl in all the positions right now they need to be in to start closing this point out. Just got to see how they're gonna
Callahan on the hunt. Yeah, no, DMG is dug in. They have the lead.
You got Freeze out there, just move to the corner of the snake, try to battle it out with Gerber a little bit, catch him slipping on the wire.
You can dig in on this back line.
Oh, yeah. We've seen it a ton already.
Clock reaching 4.5 minutes, so no move desperately has to be made by Growl yet, but soon enough that should look to even it out.
Gerber moving with intention, trying to see if he can catch the back left player.
Or Callahan.
Callahan's looking inside, though. He's pretty dug in right now, plus he's blocked out. So my guess is that Gerber's going to try to make the move into the snake.
There's only one gun looking Dorito way. Oh, actually two now.
And they've switched up, yep.
So someone has the ball, and
DMG just loses another player, so now it's 2 on 4.
5.
5 is still, the other Growl still has 5. The little Dorito player's hiding on me.
Callahan on the hunt.
Great job by Callahan here, being up in the mix. So shooting through, see if Gerber can
Lyle
catch
Wilkes
him.
following him up. Has a good 2.
Oh, but unfortunately, as soon as Gerber popped the top to try to defend, Callahan made a perfect move in. So good job by Callahan.
Oh, here we go. 4 on 1.
And just in a minor penalty assist.
They're going to start down a body.
So minor penalty assessed on DMG?
Correct.
Wow. DMG kind of throwing that one away a little bit.
That's why it's sometimes better to towel in a 1-on-4 or 1-on-5 because you never know what your last player is going to try to do a little too much.
So that's 2 minor penalties for DMG this point so far. And as we've seen before, once those minor penalties start stacking up, you start running into some issues.
Never good. Never good to get penalties.
Yeah. So now DMG, they have a couple of coaches over there. I didn't see Dave Baines coaching them.
No, he's pretty focused with
Impact right now.
Yeah.
He's on the roster to coach them, though. I think, and that's the best thing, too. One of the things that I always seen was, like, DMG and Impact, obviously both of them, Dave Baines' teams. But look here on the screen right now. We got the schedule going down. We've had some amazing matches this morning. We're currently on the Blaskamp Colorado Blitz, Sacramento DMG Greenville deck now, set. But Blaskamp took that one on deck coming up with WNXL action. So we will also have Josh Taylor from NYX here with us for the 7th set of the day. Femme Fatale taking on Dallas Vibe, and Sacramento Diamonds taking on the Cheetahs. So after that, we have Northern Lights taking on the High Rollers. So battle of the new WNXL teams. And then Heroines taking on Destiny, a rematch of World Cup finals. So, again, shout out to all of our sponsors, GI Sports, Infamous Paintball, Lone Wolf, PB, Sup Air, Valken, Gel Blaster, Virtue, Planet Eclipse, HK Army, Hormesis, Dye Paintball, and DLX Lux. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, feel free to share this out. If you're in the local area, you want to come out to the event, we got an amazing vendor booth. It's a beautiful weather out here. Blue skies, clouds everywhere, amazing playing surface, grass looks amazing. It's just, you can't ask for a better day of paintball right now. Florida is really cooperating with us right now.
Don't jinx it.
It
can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not from Florida, so for me, this is. I feel like Florida's always like this.
I checked the weather. We should be good this whole weekend.
Cross your fingers. I'm gonna commentate and curse the weather.
It is unbelievable. The weather changes we get here. It could be raining on one block and clear in the next.
Sun in the next, yeah. So as we get into this, big shout out to the reffing staff as well. Doing a phenomenal job out here. Appreciate all of them and the production crew.
Comp Paintball.
Yeah, well, yeah. Comp is so that's the company that helps us out here with the NXL Live stream here. And big shout out to Hormesis. Hormesis brought over some gifts for us. They brought the production crew some headbands. So
cool. So they're styling.
Yeah, appreciate them. So our camera guys out there styling with some Hormesis bands on.
Oh, Callahan takes hard fall.
Oh, they're gonna. Yeah. Oh, there we go. They got him on the break. So great job. They put 2 in the back there on the back center for DMG.
DMG losing a body out of the Dorito corner.
So 4 on 4 right now. They put Gerber in the back.
Did DMG start down a body? I didn't see.
No, they didn't start. It doesn't look like they started down. Oh, actually, they did. I lied. They did start down a body.
So it's a 3-on-4.
The 3-on-4
advantage going to Growl.
I seen the player on the sideline there.
Another kill for Growl. So if I'm the DMG coach, I'm probably going to towel.
Probably a good idea to towel that right now.
It's a 2-on-4, and you're in the home in the insert Aztec. Oh, he fills out. Gerber making a big-time move. Okay.
Yeah,
At least if I'm a coach for DMG, I'm proud of my guys going forward in the chaos.
Yeah, and with 2 minutes, 31 seconds left, it's all tied 2-2.
Oh, and then...
Oh, and they just lost another body. Yeah, I would towel that right now. He's reaching for it. He's going to go ahead and towel it. There we go.
Is he doing it?
Is he doing it? There we go.
There we go.
He kind of thought about it for a second. He wasn't sure. He was seeing if Gerber could pull out some magic by himself.
Semi-pro is not that easy.
Yeah.
I get it. He's a pro, but...
Not going to get that lucky.
No, maybe D3.
D2. We've seen a couple points with a pro player winning some points for a D2 team.
Damian Ryan, when he was on KC All-Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas.
So he was able to pull out a couple points by himself at Texas.
He was looking good with level. We practiced him yesterday.
Yeah, he was. I was so happy to see that move. Again, if you missed all the off-season moves, head over to my Instagram page, Let's Talk Paintball on
Vince
Instagram.
was stirring it up
I
this
had
off-season.
all the heat, 50
using
moves.
a couple of my personal Instagram pictures to, definitely get some inside scoop, which I had a feeling that was going to happen when I took the picture. I was like, I like getting it going too. So I didn't tell Harris or LJ that, but it's all fun and games. We're all just trying to grow the sport. Yep,
I was able to share out some of Hosky's stuff on my stories to get that going. But yeah, 50 total moves in pro altogether. So essentially looking at that.
And some big money got thrown around.
Yeah, it's big money got thrown around. So, and that's what we want to do here, especially with the semi-pro stuff. Semi-pro's getting a shot using this live stream to be able to get the exposure and help grow it. Also help grow the WNXL. This is their second full season. Being professional paintball players, so they're able to grow the exposure, and we can show that the great equalizer is the paintball marker. So it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. If you can handle that whip, you can be out here. You can be a pro one day.
Yeah, those two girls, Nana and Tata, the Blanco sisters for Destiny, play with them every weekend, and they've proven to me that not to take girls lightly.
Oh, they can do it. They can do it all day.
Oh.
So bad start here. So there's a bad start on the Growl not being out there. It looks like
so DMG.
So
DMG getting a little bit of a blessing.
Yeah, looks like they're going to keep the game going. So they're going to keep it.
That's what we were talking about. X-ball. You got to be organized.
You got to be. So a situation like that, sounded like Growl said their box, their pit was behind a little bit. So
if there's any question, call timeout.
Yeah, absolutely, because they can always give you the timeout back.
Well, everyone's getting dinked out. I think it's a 3-on-3 or a 2-on-3.
Well, Growl started down a body accidentally. So that's 4-on-5. It looks like, but they do dink out another player.
Yeah, so I think, so there's 3 left for DMG, for sure.
There's 2 left for sure for Growl.
And they started with 4. So we're approaching a minute left. So DMG has the ball to tie this game and send it to overtime.
Potentially. Depending on what they do here.
This kid's pod pack's about to fall off his back. I don't know why he brought 12 pods into a under a minute and a half point, but
especially in the snake.
Again, coaching. Got to be organized.
So there's
Gerber needs to put it together. He's the tall guy. He can head check, and
there's someone deep right now. Oh, here he goes. He's gonna get the kill.
Oh, he got 2. No, he misses the Dorito player, but he's still alive. Now he's out.
Oh, and Gerber's gonna get pieced
snake
up.
Wow. Greenville Growl has a snake corner dug in.
Growl just hiding the whole time.
Growl about to win this, and they're in a 2-on-1. Yep.
No.
20 seconds.
Oh, my goodness. Growl's able to pull it back.
Let's see if they get the point.
So they need to run it in right now. They got to run.
No, they don't know. It's chaos.
Yeah, it's chaos going on right now. They have no idea. They're just going to dig in.
Well, way to be, Growl. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Wow.
And DMG.
Phenomenal job there by Growl to hold off. Even after the bad start, they're still going to get the win. It's just chaos out here. This field is developing and creating a lot of chaos. So good job, Greensville. Growl, new semi-pro team, going to take the win over DMG. And then Blast Camp going to take the win over Blitz as well. So, again, Hosky, thank you so much for joining me here in the booth. Excited to always watch you guys for this season. I'm Vincent. Let's Talk Paintball. And we'll be back with some more action. The WNXL after this commercial break.